Welcome to another Know Your Recruit powered by OU Insider and Rivals.com. My name is Brandon Drum. I'm here with 2026 Rivals 100, 63rd overall player in the country, four-star quarterback out of Harbor City, California, Narbonne High School, Narbonne
Narbonne.
High School. Jaden O'Neill, man. Jaden, thanks for joining me, bro.
Yes, sir. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, man. So you and I got to formally introduce ourselves in person. Your dad's over there to the side. Obviously, Jaron as well. It was lovely meeting you guys
Yes, sir.
in Norman, Oklahoma. You put on a show for everybody while you were out there. But we'll get into all of that. Um, this is called Know Your Recruit because we're going to talk about getting to know Jaden O'Neill, not just the football player, but the actual person. So I guess let's deep dive into what sports did you play as a younger child? Like, did you play everything basketball, baseball, football, or were you just a basketball football guy? Like, what intrigued Jaden O'Neill as a youngster?
Now, I kind of started off, since a young age, football, went right into tackle football.
Yeah,
Um, my family and I, ever since like at a young age, just kind of just thrown in the fire, like so straight to tackle.
that's awesome. So, were you instantly a quarterback?
Nah, I was like bigger than everybody. Like when I was younger, I was
Mm-hmm.
like about 6 to 8 U. I was super big, so they kind of put me, at tight end, which was like tight end, blocking. So I mean, I definitely have a lot of memories, as a youngling playing tight end before that transition to quarterback.
So, uh, when did you exactly transition to quarterback?
Probably like right after my AU season,
Mm-hmm.
um, like the transition from 8 to 9 years old, I kind of just start playing quarterback. Start getting with my uh, quarterback coach slash manager uncle Ortiz Jenkins. We kind of just
Mm-hmm.
from like at a young age just start working on the fundamentals, 3 step, 5 step, just all the basics that you need, being at a young age.
Were you instantly drawn to that position? Like, was that something you always wanted to do, or was it just like, okay, I don't want to play tight end, so I'm gonna try quarterback, or like, how did all that come about?
Nah, so basically we had like a little how everybody like gathers in, and they kind of just figure out what's your position. So I kind of basically one day I just kind of like just stepped up, what I mean? I just kind of like, I don't know, just like an attraction with like me and the ball. And I ended up
Hmm.
just one day I ended up like just dropping back. I don't know what I was doing, but I ended up just taking the ball, drop back, I threw it like very far. And my dad ended up like actually getting that on film. And we kind of just, I don't know, just like a natural feel for just like throwing a football. So
Yeah.
it was just like just something that just came natural. I had like a natural throwing motion, so it kind of just all brought itself out.
And did were you dominant? Were you like instantly dominant at quarterback? Were you the dude instantly?
Yeah, definitely with my size. I wasn't like a natural, like I wasn't like a automatic passer. So at
Hmm.
first, since I'm young, I'm just like just still trying to just get the hang of quarterback. I'm like running a lot, so I was running a lot like at a young age. I throw like quick short screens here and there, short passes. But as I got older and developed, not only as a quarterback, but as a person, that's definitely how I kind of took more of the pro style side than like the dual threat or running side.
Yeah. So, and you play a little bit, I guess. Um, to me, you kind of remind me of a mixture of Caleb Williams and kind of Dak Prescott, kind of like where you're bigger, obviously, but both of those guys, they're not looking to run. Like their eyes are downfield. They're gonna make some plays in the pocket. They're gonna extend the pocket. But for you, who did you try to mirror your game after growing up, and then now, who do you try to mirror your game after?
Yeah, yeah. Growing up, I used to like watch like a lot of like Cam Newton, especially being
Hmm.
big. I had like the Superman cleats. Cam Newton was big on being like Superman, being this whole little like character. So definitely growing up, a lot of Cam Newton. Um, and then for a moment, like about 12 to 13, I was watching Deshaun Watson.
Mm.
Definitely, guy. Love watching. Played at Clemson. Played with the Houston Texans. So, and then now it's kind of like CJ Stroud. I kind of get that a lot. With my different arm slots, I get like a compressor like Caleb Williams being able to do different arm slots. Recently, I've been drawing the compressor to Dak Prescott, so it's just kind of not modeling like my game, or just kind of just learning around like those top guys for sure is definitely
Right.
I look forward to.
That's awesome. So outside of football, what does Jaden O'Neill like to do?
Yeah, so I mean, right now I'm like in my game room slash like man cave. So
Yeah.
from time to time I may just hop on a game, just kind of just decompress, whether it be just gaming with some friends of mine. Sometimes I got like a painting up over there. Just like I may like do a little bit of art. Actually, I'll bring it up. Um, I like drawing here and there. Just like an American Psycho painting. Kind of did it a while
Oh,
back.
that's pretty rad, bro. That's pretty
Yeah, I
good.
appreciate that.
Totally was not expecting that.
Nah, so good. Yeah, I sometimes like I'm like drawing and painting, just like a way for
Hmm.
myself to like kind of express myself. Sometimes like right now it's like beach season, so I may sometimes like hit up the beach or just hang around friends, because I try to keep like a tight click. So that's my
Yeah.
biggest thing right now. Just whenever I get time, that's just who I am.
You brought up video games, and I think that's probably gonna, I guess, resonate with a lot of people watching this right now.
Yeah,
Particularly with college football coming out here in the next month. Um, what are your go-to games?
go to games right now for sure. Warzone, big Call of Duty fan. I like that like that first person view. That's definitely pretty
Mm,
cool. Madden. Sometimes Madden can get unrealistic, but just like the game overall, you definitely could pick up like a thing or two playing the game.
mm.
So Madden, Fortnite. Fortnite's been always like a game I'm on to like run to whenever I'm bored. And shoot, what else I'll be playing? I think that's pretty much it right now. I can't wait to that new college football NCAA 25 job. That should be heat. Uh,
So, are you not a 2K guy?
no, I'm not really 2K. I've never really been good at 2K, but it's definitely fun. Watching other guys play. But
Mm,
it's just too much for me. Like Madden is like a lot more simple. You just gotta like press a button and then should do your thing after that. After that's
right.
about
No doubt. No doubt. So you brought up the college football game. Well, I brought it up, and then you kind of echoed it. But
yeah,
can you? I know you imagined it, but like 2014 was like the thing for the longest time, and you had to like get that revamped. You had to go get the Xbox 360 that was modded. I have one,
yeah,
and so you could get the real players, and then they would update it, and you had to do everything to update the rosters after people put it on there and stuff like that. But could you imagine like a world where in 20, not even 24 months, what is it? Um, 18 months, you're going to be potentially or on that game, you're going to be getting called from EA Sports, be like, hey, can we pay you such and such money to use your likeness on whatever school you go to? Is
yeah.
that
I
not
mean,
wild to you? Like
that's
is it surreal?
not not to definitely be like in a video game. That's something like I remember back in the day, like you had to either like make it to the league or be extremely big in order to even get on like the college game. So now that access is like a lot easier, that definitely you know is definitely crazy. But that's just kind of like the new step into the future that I
Hmm.
kind of see like happening. So I really like what they got going on. I forgot to mention as well. I like play like a lot of older games. I got a Super Nintendo and I got a
Okay.
Wii. Got like over like 1,000 games. I got like GameCube on it and like. But yeah, I just want to drop that too. I forgot about that.
Do you have an old school Nintendo?
Old school, yeah, I got the old school. It's like the original too.
Yeah. Yeah, I
It's
got
the
one of those too.
oh yeah,
Yep.
it's the original.
That's so crazy. It's so little, bro.
It's
It's
super
so
little
little.
compared to like a PlayStation.
That eight, it's at 8 gigabyte, man. The thing's like little squares moving. Doot, 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 doot.
Yeah.
What games you play on that one?
On
Zelda?
that one, yeah, I like Pac Man. I'm really good at Pac Man.
Okay.
Shoot, my high score, I think I got like 80 or 90,000 on that.
Have you played
Shoot,
Zelda before?
Zelda. I'm not really a Zelda fan, honestly, but I like playing Tetris, Super Mario Bros. And then on my Wii, I like to play like Mario Party, Mario Kart, like the older version. So
Yeah.
definitely get a mixed
Nice.
diverse of playing video games.
So like you're like really artsy. Like what made you get into drawing?
Now I was just like, cause my mom's like a very creative person, so I kind of got that creative side like from my mom. She does like
Uh-huh.
different art. She sews, does hair, so she kind of has that knack for like just that creativity. So kind of just like in school, just kind of like whenever it was like a drawing assignment, I kind of just always had that like natural ability. So it was definitely pretty easy to like just catch on to it.
That's awesome. That's awesome. That's a really good painting. Do you have any like other like what's your favorite piece of art that you've drawn or painted yourself?
So art, as of right now, it's that all of my like art stuff. I think it's at my mom's house. Yeah. But yeah, I like some of the stuff I may just draw it, keep it up for a little bit, but
Hmm.
I don't have no hard like that right now. That's like my main piece right now. I just did recently, but I may have something like cooking in the works probably about 2 to 3 weeks whenever I get some more downtime.
That's awesome. So let's dive into outside of getting to know you. Everybody wants to know your recruiting and all that. When was your first offer?
Um, well, it was during the end. I think the end of my 8th grade year. I'm
Hmm.
getting a call from shoot John. I think his name is uh Jimmy D. Jimmy D at now he's at Washington, but he was at Arizona. So I ended up getting a call 8th grade year. Definitely exciting. Definitely a huge jump in the beginning for
Hmm.
for my family and I. So it was at Arizona by Coach Jimmy D.
And obviously you got that. So you got that offer. At that point in time, did you kind of realize, okay, I'm different than everybody else?
Um, I kind of still had that like same humble approach. It didn't really like hit me. Of course, you kind of carry that confidence. It's definitely a barrier between confidence and cockiness.
Yeah.
But I don't think it really like hit me because like we were like new to like to the offer game. So it was definitely something that was like different, but it was just like the opportunity to just continue to work harder and and just gain more. You know.
Did you grow up having like a team that you fought? I think you told me Georgia was your team, right? Growing up.
Yeah, at first, like when I was a kid, I used to like Georgia. Very dominant team back in the day, constantly, and fighting for the natty. Definitely a top five, top 10 team always. But as my recruitment process kind of shifted a little bit, my kind of views changed on like not liking teams, but like just kind of like liking players. So I kind
Hmm.
of like follow college football by liking players, just modeling my game or just studying or taking a thing or two from different players.
What players did you follow?
Um, shoot, one player I definitely follow was CJ Stroud, kind of somebody who
Mm.
I yet again, who I kind of look like a little bit. 6'3", about 200 range, 210. Deshaun Watson, also in college, very explosive, exciting player. Justin Fields, a little bit. He was very, a great passer in college. So definitely somebody who I looked up to. Who else? Um, as of recently, I kind of started looking at Shador.
There you go.
Definitely exciting player as well. Who else? Um, hmm. That's about it. Oh, Trevor Lawrence a little bit too.
Mm.
Taller frame, somebody who and DJ Uyunglele. That's somebody who I also looked up to. So those are about like a few, players I kind of looked up to growing
I
up.
gotcha. So, okay. You grew up in Cali. It's just kind of shocking that you're not like this big USC guy. Like that just particularly because obviously Lincoln Riley's there and they throw the ball and he's had such success with quarterbacks. Like, did you ever go to like a USC camp? Did you ever get in front of them and kind of showcase your talents?
Yeah, I've been to the USC and UCLA camp multiple times. I say about 3 to 4 times per camp. So I've definitely, have had eyes laid on me by both schools. Personally spoke to Lincoln Riley, spoke to Chip Kelly when he was back out
Mhm.
there. Now Deshaun Foster. So I've definitely, kind of had my rounds at both schools, local schools. So
Right.
yeah, yes, sir.
So you dropped to top 10 today, you
Yes,
know.
sir.
Um, I don't know that you want to break down every school, but that's quite a lot. Um, there's but let's let's go Colorado because I know you visited Colorado before you went to Oklahoma.
Yes, sir.
Um, you brought up how you follow Shador. You're a big fan of Shador and what he does, but what else stands out to you with with Colorado?
Just the NFL experience Dion has brought like to his team. Having that NFL experience kind of helps guys
Hmm.
develop and kind of get them pro ready, for the next level. So that's definitely that kind of spiked my eye. Kind of like going into Colorado, I thought Dion was like, a different person, but actually getting the chance to speak with him, definitely an honest and real, authentic guy. So that was something that was, kind of not really shocking, but something that kind of, opened my eyes up,
Hmm.
with Colorado. And Pat Sherman, the supporting staff he has around him, very strong. And if a guy that's been in the league for 10 plus years, so definitely he has that NFL experience on the offensive side.
And then Oregon, obviously West Coast school, the Ducks. Everybody loves the uniforms, Oregon Duck uniforms. There's so many different types, so many combinations, but I have a feeling for you, it's a little bit different of why you like them. Just going
Yeah,
off what I know about you.
yeah. Everybody goes there for like the uniforms. I'm not really there for like the uniforms. Like, you can have 1,000 uniforms, but at the end of the day, you want to win like a national championship, no matter what the
Hmm.
jersey, what color the jersey. So I'm not really like looking for like schools that have the best jerseys, but just like for the development part. So they definitely gotten guys, into the league. Marcus Mariota, Justin Herbert, Bo Nix as of recently. So they definitely get guys out, for the quarterback department. So, and also they
Hmm.
have a really strong recruiting class. So they're definitely top five, top 10, every year with recruiting players. So I know, as a possible contender, going there, they're going to surround me with guys, I can throw the ball to.
And then Miami, you visited Miami as well. You looked like you had a blast on that visit, to be honest with you. It's by the ocean, but different ocean, the Atlantic Ocean. The weather's a little different. It's not quite Cali, but what did the vibes feel similar to California a little bit to you when you got down there, as far as like just the feel of the palm trees everywhere, and I don't know
Yeah,
what outside of the humidity, obviously.
yeah, definitely. I'm pro humidity. I really don't like running away from humidity. I like, kind of playing in that Midwest South, kind of like no
Yeah,
matter like the weather, it's still gonna. I still get that sense of home, like wherever I'm at. So definitely had a blast. Got a chance to talk to Coach Cristobal, Coach Dawson. Got a chance to take a picture and kind of talk to Cam Ward a little bit, pick his brain off, on
right.
and off the field. So definitely, love the environment and atmosphere at Miami. Definitely was a blast.
Do you feel like Kim Ward, as far as like just you know a guy that has similar attributes to you, as far as like just arm strength? Um, Obviously he's a West Coast guy a little bit. Came from Washington State. Um, he Do you feel like do you guys kind of understand each other a little bit?
Yeah, a little bit.
Definitely.
Both being African American quarterbacks, kind of understanding, similar struggles. Probably not the same exact struggles. Don't want to compare struggles, but
Yeah.
just knowing that, with his game, he's able to push the ball down the field very good. So that, I mean, definitely having that similarity, I kind of draw to that, ask some questions about that, and
Mm.
just like different things, know how to, um, you know, know what to do when you get a three technique inside. Just kind of just action and board questions, just so I could be on top of my game. Come this up and coming fall.
And then Ohio State, obviously I think that was the last place you were at. Obviously they produce quarterbacks. They produce CJ Stroud, a guy that you have openly said that you watch, you kind of try to mirror your game after a little bit. And then obviously they had Justin Fields. They've had some really strong quarterbacks that are kind of the thicker, bigger guys that embody. Is that something that has kind of enticed you with Ohio State a little bit?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, definitely their ability to develop quarterbacks, develop different guys in different positions like wide receiver,
Mm.
lineman, quarterback. So they also have NFL experience dealing with Coach Ryan Day, Coach Chip Kelly. Definitely been on the West Coast. Now he's on the East Coast. So drawing the just a different things that they have going on. Definitely, that's the main reason why I have them like in my top 10.
And then obviously, before we get to Oklahoma, I want to do Arizona State. I'm sure you've been there quite a bit. Coach Dillingham, that's my dude. Uh, what's that? What's he been like during the recruiting process?
Um, he's an exciting guy, very energetic, which I love about, head coaches when they're
Mm,
energetic, players can relate to them, kind of vibe out with them. So Coach Dillingham is definitely a funny guy. When I got the chance to, speak with him, I think I was there in March or April, one of those months. It was definitely cool to get up there and kind of pick his brain on, different things he's dealt with, with Rashada leaving, how he's been able to kind of like change like the quarterback room or kind of change like the quarterback play. So that was definitely good to know. Kind of had a couple younger guys up there, Chance Thomas, DJ Mitchell. So just kind of bringing those younger guys up there was also a good experience because we were able to, kind of all experience it, ask our questions. So definitely, I mean, I had a blast up there with Coach Dillingham and Coach Arroyo too as well.
mm. Well, that brings us to Oklahoma. Obviously, you were just there last week. You spent, was it Wednesday evening to Sunday afternoon there? How did that visit go for you? Like what ultimately stood out with Oklahoma?
Shoot. First thing, I gotta give credit. It was definitely like the camp. The camp kind of showed me, how the coaches coach, like their coaching style. Kind of just envisioning myself. Not, I mean, of course, I want to be there, but just kind of keep that in my head. Hey, if I end up
Mhm.
going here, these how these coaches, kind of coach. So that was definitely a big thing. The meeting with Coach BV, special guy, very, very energetic, which I love as well. So, just had a deep conversation, asked a bunch of tough questions, which he was able to answer. Honest, very, just the whole staff, especially the head coach up there at Oklahoma, very authentic, very real. They go shoot you straight. So
Mhm.
I mean, I really don't have nothing bad to say about Oklahoma, but except, they're very real and authentic. So those are a few things I kind of take, on my unofficial visit up there.
Nice. You got to hang out with obviously your teammate, Chore. How was that? Did y'all get to go to Oklahoma City at all?
Nah, it was like too far. I think it's like 25 minutes. I don't think we had a ride up there, but we ended up like hanging out at his hotel a little bit. Just kind of
Mhm.
catch up because he's also been on the road with his official visits, just kind of taking all his official visits for his recruiting process. So once we, kind of got down there, just kind of hung out a little bit because I mean, we are teammates. So we'll be
Yeah.
seeing each other for the next 8 months before he ends up leaving. So it's good to be, at the same setting with my guy.
And you got to hang out with Jackson Arnold a little bit, I'm sure. And obviously Michael Hawkins. You did obviously a training session before the camp, and you got to really work with them at that point. But did you get to hang out with them outside of just the football aspect of it? Like just get to sit there and chill and see if you got to fit in with them in like just down settings?
Yeah, I was able to hang out with Jackson Arnold in a meeting setting. So
Mhm.
I was just picking his brain, like off the, game of football a little bit. Just asking him certain questions about like the certain offense they run. They run like a wide split. So just kind of just understanding like the game of football. He definitely has a good understanding of that. Spoke with Mike Hawkins a little bit. I hung out with him like for a little bit outside, but he ended up having to, go. I think he had some homework or something to do. But it was cool hanging out with them, just kind of just understanding like their process, dealing with the college lifestyle. So
Mhm.
that was definitely, a cool, experience hanging out with both of them. And you get different perspectives, different style of quarterbacks. So that was definitely pretty cool for me.
And you're kind of a mixture in between both of them, to be honest with you. Like I think you're more of a Jackson Arnold type guy because Hawkins is more of a speed. He can throw the ball. He's
For sure.
phenomenal at throwing, but like it's still different in what you and Jackson are both like you're athletic, but you guys are also bigger bodied guys that are going to sit in that pocket and you'll take the shot, before you're going to jet out there and try to make something on the move, even though you guys can and you guys do. It's just two different style playing of playing. Coach Luttrell, it seems like you guys have built a very strong relationship. What's that been like throughout the process?
Yeah, it's definitely been an amazing process, honestly, for my family and I. He kind of shares like the same similar, attitudes and, energy and vibe like as my father. So that's definitely some another reason why I kind of within like the relationship, I kind of can, draw that, somebody
Mhm.
who's like kind of a father figure outside of, my dad, of course, but he's a family man. Of course, I'm really big on family. So kind of share like the same core values, as each other. So that's definitely something, to take account. Dealing with his supportive staff, Jack Luttrell. I mean Jack Lowry.
Hey, Larry.
Uh,
Yeah.
yeah, he stays on top of his game. He knows like the game of football in and out. So that's definitely a guy I've also built like a strong relationship with.
I guess, man, I really appreciate you coming on. The Elite 11's going on right now. Are you gonna go? Are you gonna go out there and hang out while they're there in Cali?
Um, nah, not really. I'm just kind of focusing on because I have a 7-on-7 tournament with my teammates. So just kind of be practicing later this week and just kind of just focusing on that. But a couple Cali guys out there, which is good.
Mhm.
A couple out of state guys. So it's definitely a lot of competition out there. So I'm rooting for all those guys.
And obviously, you dropped the top 10. Do you think there'll be a decision before football season or during football season? Like, when? How do you want to go about announcing? You don't have to give a date or anything like that, but like, is it?
Yeah,
Is it? You
yeah.
can just say
Before
it's
this,
coming soon if you want to. I mean, that's just
I definitely before this fall season, I've said it in multiple interviews. So
yeah.
definitely want the people to know it will be before my junior, season this year.
Awesome, man. Well, thank you so much, Jaden. This is Jaden O'Neill, obviously Rivals 100, number 63 overall player in the country in the 2026 class. One of the top quarterbacks, probably will be a 5-star when it's all said and done if he keeps doing what he's doing. I really
For sure.
appreciate you, man. Thanks for coming on.
Yes, sir. Thank you for having me.
Thank you.